Air. It's all around us, but we can't see it. And what is air exactly? Well, air is mostly gas. Actually, it's a mixture of different kinds of gases. The air in Earth's atmosphere is made up of approximately 78% nitrogen and 21% oxygen. Air also has small amounts of other gases too, such as carbon dioxide, neon, hydrogen. Air isn't just gas. It's mostly gas. Well, air is mostly gas. It also holds lots of tiny particles. These particles in the air are called aerosols. Some aerosols, like dust and pollen, are picked up naturally when the wind blows, but the air can also carry soot, smoke, and other particles from car exhaust and power plants. These are major contributors of air pollution. Air is important for living things. People need to breathe, and so do lots of other animals and plants. Breathing is a part of a process called respiration. During respiration, a living thing takes in oxygen from the air and gives out carbon dioxide. This process gives animals and plants the energy to eat, grow, and live. Carbon dioxide in the air can be both good and bad. When humans and animals breathe, we give off an odorless gas called carbon dioxide, or CO2. Plants use this gas, along with sunlight, to make food, and oxygen too. This process is called photosynthesis. However, large amounts of CO2 are produced when cars and power plants burn coal and oil and gasoline. This is bad because CO2, carbon dioxide, is the most important contributor to human-caused global warming. Air also holds water. When it's a hot, muggy summer day, you've probably heard the word humid, but what does that mean exactly? Relative humidity is the amount of water that the air can hold before it rains. Humidity is usually measured in percentages, so the highest level of relative humidity right before it rains is 100%. And air changes as you go up, 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 up. Air seems light, but there's a lot of it pushing down on Earth's surface. This is called air pressure. You experience high air pressure at sea level because the whole atmosphere is pushing down on you. The air pressure is low on top of a mountain because there's less atmosphere pushing down on you. That difference in air pressure can cause your ears to pop when you're taking off in an airplane or driving up a hill. Air is a protective cushion. On Earth, we're pretty lucky to have an atmosphere filled with air. The air in our atmosphere acts as an insulation, keeping the Earth from getting too cold or too hot. Ozone, another type of gas in the air, also protects us from too much sunlight. Air in the atmosphere can also protect us from meteoroids. When meteoroids contact our atmosphere, they rub against the air and oftentimes are burned into small pieces before reaching the Earth. For our activity today, we're going to investigate carbon dioxide, or CO2. This activity is called the exploding sandwich bag. The science behind this is that when you mix vinegar and baking soda together, you create a chemical reaction, and that releases carbon dioxide, CO2. You're going to see that the bag that you use is going to puff up because the CO2 takes up a lot of space inside of there. If there is more gas than the bag can hold, kaboom! In order to slow down that reaction, we're going to put our vinegar in one bag and our baking soda in a different bag. And then we're going to pop one of those bags when it's inside of the other. So for this activity, you need 3 small plastic bags with a zipper lock seal, and then 3 larger plastic bags with a zipper lock seal. It doesn't really matter exactly what the sizes are, as long as 3 of them are smaller than the ones that you're going to put them inside of. And optionally, if you want to go a little bit farther today, you can get a balloon and a plastic bottle. I only have a glass bottle. I would prefer that you use a plastic one. You're also going to need a liquid measuring cup, a tablespoon measurer, and a marker. This is gonna get messy, so do it outside, and you might even want to put on some sunglasses or goggles if you have them for eye protection. First thing you want to do is take each of your larger bags and fill them with 1 tablespoon of baking soda in each bag. Okay, don't seal these large bags yet. And now go ahead and get your smaller bags, which are empty right now. And you're going to do vinegar in these bags. But what you're going to do is you're going to do a different amount of vinegar in each one. And it's kind of up to you how much you want to do. Whatever it is that you do, measure it out with your liquid measuring cup and then write that on the bag. This is 1/4 of a cup, so I'm going to seal it up. Okay, and I wrote 1/4 on it, 1/4. Okay, so you can see this is 1/4 of a cup, this is 1/2 cup, and this is 3/4 of a cup. I wrote it on every bag. When you seal up your vinegar bags, try to keep some air in them so they're a little bit puffy. And then you're going to put each vinegar bag inside of one of your baking soda bags. Make sure it's completely sealed. And then when you put it inside of here, the larger bag, you want to get as much air out as you can and then seal that up. Do this for all 3 bags. Clear everything else off your table because we don't know how big this reaction is going to be. So get all the glass and other things off your table and just keep your bags on it. Okay, you ready? You should have them lined up kind of like this. Nothing else on the table. And now comes the fun part. You're going to try to break open the bag inside, the one that has the vinegar. And then you want the vinegar to rush out. And then if you need to, you can actually mix them together so you can just sort of like shake it together. So let's see if we can do this. And then we're going to stand back after we do that. All right. Well, my reaction took place, but I think I actually broke the outside bags instead of the inside bags, so everything just dripped out. So we didn't get to see the bag expand. I'm going to try it again with 1 more bag. All right, for this trial, I've got my vinegar in my little bag, and I haven't closed it yet. I'm just going to close it most of the way, but not all the way, so it can drip out when it's in there. Okay, it still has a bit of an opening here. I'm going to gently place it down in my baking soda bag. Being careful not to let the vinegar drip out yet. Okay. Now I'm going to completely seal my outer bag. Okay, and now because that bag in here is open, when I mix it around, it should get mixed up. So let's see. There we go. Oh, look, it's expanding now. It's going. It's going. It's going. Look, you can see. Oh, man, it's so firm with air. There's so much CO2 inside that it's caused the bag to expand so much. It feels like it's going to pop. I wonder if it will. This is why I said you should wear your eyewear. Just in case the bag explodes, you don't want it to go into your eyeballs. So, wow, that's working so well. This is the CO2 reacting inside of there. If your bag doesn't explode and you want to let the CO2 out, just go ahead and open it up. Woo! And there it comes. Now it's fine. And you can dispose of this. All right, your optional activity is to take a plastic bottle. I only have a glass one, but I prefer you to use a plastic bottle just in case it breaks. And put in some vinegar. I'm going to put in maybe 4 or 5 tablespoons worth of vinegar. There we go, not a crazy amount of vinegar, just a bit. And then take a balloon, open up the balloon a little bit, and put in about a tablespoon of baking soda in the balloon. Okay, so you have a bit of baking soda in here now. Now, without letting the baking soda go inside of the glass or the bottle yet, go ahead and stretch the balloon around the rim like that and get a nice good seal on it. Okay, the baking soda is still inside the balloon. And then you're going to go ahead and lift it up and dump that baking soda in so it falls into the vinegar, and that should create a CO2 reaction. Check it out. Look at her go. So those are your activities for today. Remember, learn from my mistakes. Do the 3 bags the way I told you, with them marking how much vinegar you put in each one, so you can see how much vinegar causes the biggest reaction. But then do what I did on the second round, which is instead of completely sealing the vinegar bag, leave it open just a little and gently place it in with the baking soda, and then completely seal the baking soda bag. And then when you mix them up, it should definitely cause that reaction. You'll see it puff up. So have fun experimenting with CO2 today. Remember to do it outside so you don't make a mess, and wear eye protection if you can, goggles, sunglasses, something like that. All right, bye.